Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramon, clean this up.
So he's got a playlist that he's bringing in?
Yeah, he's still working on it now.
Is Bernie Getz a good radio name?
Yeah.
Because you could use it in everything. Bernie gets busy.
Oh, that's kind of good. All right.
It's like, what was the movie
Bernie.
Leo Gets that Joe Pesci was at Lethal
That was
Weapon?
Lethal Weapon 2 and 3.
All right, well, he's going to spin some tunes and talk between the records and things like that, right?
And Steve made sweepers and everything. So
Yeah, it should be fun.
Wait, how did Steve put woman abuse in a Bernie Get sweeper? I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, enough with the, I was listening to the replays during our little break. Enough with the promos. They're awful. They're all about just hurting women and making Aunt and I look gay, and it's just...
Well, that's what it's been since we got here.
I thought it changed. I thought, like, he was, growing and developing. It's the same shit.
It's all about beating up women.
There's one promo that makes you and I sound like the gayest blades.
Really?
It's awful. Enough
Which
with
one
the
is
gay
that?
promos.
I haven't made any gay promos.
Go.
I haven't made any of the new sweepers with the gay ha 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 ha.
Because I had to change that to get Marion on the phone. Damn it.
I almost had it.
All right.
No, none of the new ones are misogynistic in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
No, they're not actually. I've been doing stuff like mixing hip hop and country beats and stuff like that, and getting
You
creative.
know what? Why don't you give us your latest production? I want to hear it, actually. No, I mean, just, well, not this second, but
Okay, yeah, sure.
maybe later in the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think you're clever enough to, like, move past the women abuse promo.
Yeah, I haven't really done anything misogynistic in a while.
And the Aunt and I are gay promos.
Oh, there was one that you haven't heard yet. I played it for you one time, and you were like, "Yeah, hold off on that one."
Exactly.
But
Is it a bit fruity?
Oh, it was.
Is Ramone in it?
No, Ramon is not in it.
Ramone,
clean this up.
What?
Oh, Ramon.
That was my. I did those per Lee Abrams instructions. Do the unconventional.
Dude, Lee Abrams doesn't even know where he is. Why are you taking advice from Lee Abrams?
Oh, that was one of the first ones I did, just because to try.
Smoke a lot of pot and you'll understand what Lee
The guy's
Abrams
a legend in this business, but that guy has no clue what planet he's on.
Oh, that's why I haven't made too many.
I hear the guy flies all over the country and he has...
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony. That plane is flying awfully low, don't you think, Ramon? Ramon, call 911.
Eventually, we gotta get Steven here to talk about his imaginary friend Ramon.
Ramone.
What the hell is going on with that?
Call 911.
Ramon, fill the bucket with peroxide and lower my head into it.
Ramon, clean that up. Or is it clean this up?
His pal Ramone.
He's got a pal, an imaginary friend named Ramon.
Ramone.
And we're wasting time with Noah?
I know.
There's major issues going on with Steve.
Steve is a bona fide horse's ass.
Ramon. What? Because we do have to take a break, but it's ridiculous. And Steve, while you're in here, what's up with you and your imaginary friend Ramon?
He's not my imaginary friend. He's just the.
Did you make him up?
Yeah, I did.
But he's yours.
Well, he's my creation. I'll certainly take credit for that. But Ramon is the byproduct of something I learned when I was working at NEW. They told me that a lot of the deep voice guys that do voiceover for movies and for TV.
God.
Check this out. Listen, this
explanation.
I know. Here's the explanation. This is exactly where it came from. They do a lot of their voiceover work from home in a home studio on ISDN lines. So a lot of them are just traipsing around home in their bathrobes or sweatpants, making millions of dollars, mind you, doing voice work.
So you believe there's some guy walking around and his houseboy is there.
And he has a houseboy.
And as he's doing these voiceovers, sometimes things happen and he's got to go, Ramon.
Exactly.
Clean this up.
So you feel like you're one of these big voice guys and you need a little houseboy.
Oh, no. That's why I pitch my voice down, because I have to make it sound like it's not me. So,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
So not only does he have an imaginary friend named Ramon, he has an imaginary him.
Oh, this is not going well.
Did you just call from Jersey 2 minutes ago?
Dude, you think way too much into this.
No, this is how you be. I sit in a room with no windows, mind you, for hours on end. So sometimes you're.
Yeah. What's the profile of Ramon? What kind of person is he?
Well, that's interesting.
Is he short?
Because I brought this up with Nathaniel and Danny yesterday, and they each have a different visualization for what Ramon looks like.
Really?
All right, get those guys in here. Look at them, all excited. They get airtime. All right, so what?
So I think Danny said it might. Danny said I think he looked something like Ricky, the other intern, but then Nathaniel had a totally different look for what Ramon might have looked like. And for all I know, everybody's got.
Danny,
some
do you think
I believe he looks like the cover of Rent Boys.
Danny, do you think it's a little weird that Steve has an imaginary friend named Ramon?
It's a little strange.
And what do you think Ramon looks like?
To me, he looks something like Hervé Villachez if he was normal sized.
Oh, okay.
But with the Ricky mustache.
Nathaniel, do you think it's weird that he has an imaginary friend?
I don't know. I kind of like Steve.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not about liking him. Do you know that we smash the people we really like on this show?
Yeah. Well, I think he does have a whole persona worked out. Yeah, definitely
I think Steve's given a lot of thought to this.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't stuck his hand in a sock and started talking to it. It's probably good, but it could be soon.
No, that's not happening. But you do have to.
Is Ramon with you right now?
No, Ramon is not in the room.
Can you channel Ramon?
No, because you'll never hear from Ramon. You'll only hear Ramon being referenced.
You do hear from Ramon. Steve's not here right now, Mrs. Torrance. Ramon is the little boy who lives in my mouth.
Is Ramon your Jenny Piccolo? It's a friend that we'll just never see. It was Jenny Piccolo, right, from Happy Days? Yeah.
Ramon will, kind of. Ramon will never be referenced in the first person. You'll never hear, a little voice pop up and go, "Yes, sir." You'll never hear that. You will only hear Ramon being referenced as like he's being addressed, or in the third person.
His name.
Do you want him to talk, but he's not supposed to?
No, it's.
You like ice cream, Ramon?
Do you want to secretly be Ramon?
Oh no! Ramon's a houseboy.
Yeah.
Ramon's a house. You don't aspire to be Ramon.
I'm thinking you might want to be a houseboy.
No.
Kind of like where someone tells you what to do.
I bet you in his mind, Ramon is probably 5'10", very svelte, smooth abs, unclipped, hung 10, fat, doesn't speak English, willing to do anything for a buck. Is that who Ramon is?
Ramon.
Do we have an example of Ramon? Does Derek have a promo he could play featuring Ramon? Yeah, he'll find it in a second here. How many Ramones? How many Ramon promos are there?
Honestly, I just did the second one yesterday, but I'm thinking there could be a series of Ramon.
Of course there will be.
When do you think maybe we should take Ramon to the doctor?
All right, let's. If Derek's ready, let's hear the Ramon promo, Anthony.
All right.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramon, clean this up.
It's a little weird, Steve.
Of course it is.
Now your houseboy's got to clean the crap out of your shoes.
Do you pay him well, at least?
No, houseboys generally don't get paid well.
Not making a lot of money?
No, I mean, let's say maybe he's Guatemalan. Maybe he's, uneducated.
You do great production for the radio show, but I got to tell you, it's a little weird.
The Ramon thing.
Did you buy him after his mother was killed in the tsunami because of child slavery?
Did a tree go through his mom's head?
No, actually, he is from Central America, I believe.
Oh, Central America.
Well, no, I mean, the tsunami hit around the Philippines, so you're certainly not gonna find any Ramones out there.
Is Ramon's last name Robinson by any chance?
Hey, good reference, Dave.
Good. But no,
I didn't have to dress up. That's very good.
Oh.
That's the fun of it, though.
All right, listen. Let's listen to the second Ramon promo. This is we debuted this earlier this morning.
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony. That plane is flying awfully low, don't you think, Ramon? Ramon, call 911.
It's just, now the Ramon promos are that much better and funnier. Because now every time I hear this on the replay, I'm gonna drive off the road.
Ramon.
It sounded like you almost said clean this up, but you were call 911.
I was trying to enunciate it in the same fashion.
Call 911.
Now, Steve,
Why wouldn't you call 911?
Yeah.
Why does Ramon have to do everything for you?
Because it's not me, but Ramon is a houseboy assigned to the menial tasks that this deep voice guy does not feel that he's.
I have a problem. What? You're taking a leisurely drive in the country. Why is Ramon with you?
Yeah.
Say there's a menial task that has to be taken
roadhead.
care of.
Yeah, exactly. Your mule is dirty, needs to be cleaned.
Ramon,
lap this up.
Perfect example. You go to a self-serve gas station. Do you think this guy, this wealthy voiceover artist, is going to be
Ramon, top off my tank? Right.
Exactly.
You're a couple weeks away from coming in here with a scarf.
I'm thinking that this guy has, almost the Hef outfit, like a not a leisure suit. What's it called? An ascot and a smoking jacket. Thank you.
How does Ramon feel? Is Ramon
doesn't matter how Ramon
angry
feels.
at the guy?
Ramon could be angry. He might be bitter. He might be bitter.
Crazy. By the way, crazy Steve.
You have thought about this way too long. There's a profile on your imaginary friend Ramon.
Yeah.
Behind his back, does he like?
Are you or the person that you're voicing in these spots?
Yeah.
That's not Ramon, obviously. Is he married?
No. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, there are two of the little cartoons on the website are pretty representative of what this deep voice guy and Ramon might look like. And Ramon is Ramon is a very short, or potentially very short, pygmy. I don't want to alter it too much.
Wow.
Because I don't want to alter it.
Let people imagine their own
exactly.
Ramon.
Ramon should be, everyone should have their own Ramon.
Should people start sending in maybe drawings and cartoons of what they think you and Ramon are?
I think that's a great idea.
Are like and look like.
Because there's some talented artists out there.
Has Ramon ever stood there and just thrown firecrackers while other people were preparing to rob the house?
I don't get that.
Yeah, I do.
You got that one?
Yeah. Trying to remember the name though. Yeah. Hold on. Was it Boogie Nights? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I knew the scene. I didn't remember the movie. Boogie Nights.
He's right.
Yeah. Ramon. That is a typical Ramon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy throwing the firecrackers around the house.
All right. Well,
that's a Ramon. Ramon takes care of the menial tasks that you can't be bothered with because you're off making the money and you can pay somebody, $3 an hour to go and clean up diarrhea.
Really, for a casual thing, you have his salary already worked out.
Yeah.
How much does he make? Does he live for free in like the what do they call it? That other house,
servants' quarters,
the
pool house,
like the pool house or something.
Yeah, he could potentially. You got to remember he maybe doesn't have a great grasp of the English language. He's from Central America. Uneducated
and no grasp of U.S. law as well.
I didn't say he was underage. I didn't say he was.
Oh no.
I didn't say he was
underage. We
underage.
weren't saying that.
Give the Photoshop people
there you go.
some work on Whackbag. Photoshop people. It's not Steve, so I don't think you have to Photoshop Steve in.
It's a deep voice guy with a little helper named Ramon.
Sure.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, that's
Danny.
You got like a guy with a pith helmet, like an old
exactly.
an old adventurer.
Yeah.
With the optic thing.
Yeah, he's got a monocle and like a
thank
pith
you.
helmet and binoculars.
Mm-hmm. His name is actually Colonel Wetpants. But,
a colonel with like the little handlebar mustache thing going like, well, there I was.
Yeah, exactly.
In Africa, elephant hunting, when all of a sudden Ramon came over. And then Ramon is a black guy. And he's a pygmy with a bone through his nose and in his hair. With a big afro and like bracelets of bone.
Almost like a shorter LeVar Burton type.
So Ramon's not black.
No, I don't see Ramon as being black.
No, I mean, but that's,
I see Ramon as
I was kind of making
Central
a reference.
American, maybe even Mexican.
Hairless. I see Ramon as hairless.
See, there's now we've got a completely different representation of Ramon. Than
you
what
see
Danny
a very hairy Ramon.
Of course you do, Steve.
Do you really?
A mini bear.
No,
all Ramon can say in English is sweet and cozy. Cozy face.
All right, well, thank you, Steve. Anthony and I just noticed this whole Ramon thing that was kind of taken on a life of its own, and we had to kind of.
I thought you guys liked the Ramone things.
We do.
Oh, okay.
And
All
now
right.
they're even better now that we have the backstory. You kidding me?
Of course. Oh, okay, cool.
Who's not going to be paying attention to the Ramone promos? And everyone's going to be looking forward to the next one in the series.
Okie dokie. Ramone.
We're the only radio show that discusses show promos.
I know.
The ins and outs of the show promos.
Well, we got a lunatic making them. With his imaginary friends.
Dude, we're all, and I mean myself, obviously, we're all psychotic around here.
Bunch of lunatics.
We've got some problems in this room. All right, well, we'll play Chemistry's Martini Steve song here. Is this it, Steve?
Yeah,
That's the latest one? Okay.
I heard that one.
Yeah, I mean, I was not really paying attention. Anthony's laughing his ass off, and he's like, dude, there's a new Ramone sweeper.
Ramone.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Steve's imaginary friend.
Steve, is your imaginary friend here right now as you enter the studio?
No, Ramone is not in the room. He's not my imaginary friend. It's just a character in a sweeper. But he is a character that I created.
You made him up.
I made him up. So, yeah, he's not... I should change the emphasis. He's not my imaginary friend. He is my character. So.
Your imaginary character.
My imaginary character.
And from me listening to these, his job description is getting really rank.
It is, but I'm brainstorming, trying to think of menial tasks that Ramone can do.
A menial task and, doing what Ramone has to do.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Yeah, we're going to start from the beginning again, because this is the third installment of the Ramone Sweepers.
Ooh, it's like a series, like the old coffee commercials.
I'm getting obsessed with the whole Ramone storyline.
I love the Ramone storyline.
Ramone is a very put-upon fella.
Yes, you feel for him.
Now, I hate to... We don't do this often these days on this program. What's that? Oh, your phone. But there's a lot of new listeners that just got their radios turned on. So, really fast, Ramone works is a manservant or houseboy for the deep voice guy that voices some of the Opie and Anthony show promos.
Very wealthy, lives in a palatial house.
Yes.
The houseboy does?
No.
No.
Well, the houseboy lives there because he lives in a servant's quarters, I would
Exactly.
guess.
Yeah.
Steve, if I'm out of line on any of this, if I'm
will
speculating, I'm sure you have it all spelt out.
Modest servants' quarters.
Very modest servants' quarters.
Correct.
And, up very early to take care of the master's needs.
Exactly.
And the master is the guy with the really deep voice.
Yeah, he's got a
But that's you.
Right, well, I'm the guy voicing the promo, but I'm not, in this instance, I'm not, wow, it's hard to dig myself out of
You're
it.
not that guy, but
I'm
you're
not
the
that
guy voicing it.
Believe, I would love, I'm sorry, Kenny.
Yes, Kenny?
Ramone is a Freudian thing with Steve.
You think so?
Yeah, that's my take.
Is that coming out of the part of your mind that's left of center?
Wherever it comes from, that's where it's been.
Yeah. Put very nicely.
Thanks, Kenny. So it's a character you play when you're doing sweepers for the Opie and Anthony program.
Thank you.
And I take it not only is he very wealthy, but he's a bit eccentric.
Yeah, very eccentric.
So the houseboy's there, so if this guy has some need at 3:30 in the morning, the houseboy's not going to be sleeping.
He need only clap or ring a bell.
Oh, and he got a little bell,
He's got a little bell, and Ramone is at his beck and call.
Wow.
All right,
That's
well,
some gig.
Yeah.
It all started with this. We have
track 2.
Yeah, let's go 2. All right, it all started with this Ramone promo, Anthony.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramone, clean this up.
Right. So Ramone would have to scurry over now and clean up the mess that
and
he
why
made.
did the big voice announcer have liquid diarrhea in the middle of doing a Opie and Anthony promo?
You know, it's entirely possible that he had a
chili dog,
a chili dog, a glass of warm milk, and the two just did not sit well when he's sitting at his console recording copy, and you just can't excuse yourself in the middle of a recording session.
A little incontinent.
So liquid shit. That's for Bob. Liquid shit was pouring out of his pants leg.
Yeah, well,
into his shoes.
Well, his pajama leg, let's say.
Right, because he's probably never really dressed.
Oh, that's right. Because you explained he's so in need that the guy doesn't even have to go to the studios anymore. He has a home studio, and he just gets out of bed in his pajamas,
and the checks just roll in.
And the checks just roll in.
So there's really no need for traditional pants. You can walk around in a smoking jacket and pajama bottoms.
But if I remember now, another installment, he does leave the house to go on a little drive in the country.
He does, but there isn't necessarily a need to get dressed up in full regalia.
So you think he's still in his pajama bottoms as he's driving into the country with
Could
Ramon?
be. He might want to put on some hard shoes. It's hard to hit the
And
pedals
why
with
was
slippers.
he driving in the country? Where was he going, and why was Ramon with him?
He likes to get out every once in a while because,
time off.
Yeah, you hop in the Bentley, take a nice leisurely drive through the.
That's what I pictured too. A Bentley with the convertible top
Exactly.
down, an old-fashioned picnic basket in the back.
Exactly.
And they're driving out to the country where he will not even so much treat Ramon, but Ramon is there again to open the bottle of wine.
Exactly.
To set the plates out for him on this little picnic he's going on.
Give him a manual hand release.
Well,
Ramon.
it's an option, but it's not necessarily. It hasn't been divulged yet if Ramon will help him in this capacity.
I've seen no kind of homosexual contact between these two.
No, he is eccentric because he can afford to be. Wealth can afford you that luxury.
All right. So he's just going for a drive in the country.
I see him more as asexual.
To get away from the stress of voicing promos for the Opie Anthony
Right,
program.
right, exactly.
So this is the second installment.
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony. That plane is flying awfully low, don't you think, Ramon? Ramon, call 911.
All right, there's a couple things I noticed in this promo. Not only does this voice guy, does he have a name?
Not yet, no.
You really need a name for him.
We haven't established what his name is. It's got to be something snooty, I think.
All right, well, whatever this guy's name is, not only does he voice the promos for the Opie and Anthony program, it looks like he's also a fan of the show. When he has some leisure time where he's taking his ride in the country, he's also enjoying the Opie and Anthony program on his Sky-Fi.
He was. He had
his Roadie 2 or something,
XM
right?
radio in the car with him, and if you listen closely, you will hear a very low in the background audio from the Opie and Anthony
Are you
show.
kidding?
I picked up on
I
that.
didn't hear that at all.
I'm
You
very
want to hear it again?
meticulous.
Let me hear the first part at least.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony.
Oh, sorry.
Car one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
The incontinent.
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony.
So you're just talking to Ramon? You're having a little conversation with him? You're enjoying the Opie and Anthony show? You can hear it slightly in the background.
In the background. Wow, I didn't know he was a fan. I feel flattered now.
Yeah.
Your show is good foreplay.
Ah.
All right. And then, now we have the latest installment that we heard going into break.
Here's the new one.
And
what's the setting for this one? Back at home?
No, he's in a public restroom, actually.
Oh.
He had to venture out. He, might have gone out to meet his broker, to discuss his stocks. Sometimes you really got to sit down with your broker.
He's eccentric, but he is a successful businessman.
Of course.
He's got a lot of money that needs taken care of.
Exactly. So he's in a public restroom, and public restrooms are, havens for all kind of deviant behavior. So Ramon does have to stand guard.
That is true. Okay.
And what kind of restaurant is this? Is it a restaurant bathroom? Is it a rest area?
This happens to be like a business office, like one of those, like a Manhattan business office. But still, because you can hear like a little music in the background as you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
State of the Union. Gas prices going up again. The Opie and Anthony show on XM. Poop goes the weasel. Ramon, give me your sleeve.
All right, listen, man.
Okay, he was on the bowl reading the newspaper.
Right.
The headlines, if you will.
Yeah, the headlines. Reading the paper.
Took a dump.
Took a dump.
Poop goes the weasel.
Right.
And why Ramon's sleeve instead of the toilet paper that might be right next to him?
Because
I'm starting to think that this guy's a sick app.
Institutional toilet paper is is much more coarse than
Ramon's sleeve.
Yeah, Ramon. He's not a poorly dressed manservant. He wears silk shirts.
Well, it would look bad for the guy, the rich guy, if his manservant was walking around like a slob.
Exactly.
So he's well dressed to make him. Not that he cares about Ramon, but he cares about his image. And if he's walking around with a slob, it doesn't bode well for him.
Exactly. So Ramon is well dressed, and silk does tend to feel better on the backside than coarse institutional toilet paper.
Now, let me just kind of go into the future a few minutes after this happens.
Sure.
What would Ramon do with his shit-stained sleeve? Does he go to the sink and wash it?
He does. He would try. If it was too stained to recover the actual garment, he would throw away the garment. And Ramon does carry a garment bag with him at times, filled with extra shirts. For the man,
right?
For the man, but he's also got a few in there for himself in a little compact pocket, just in case things like this happen.
Or if perhaps he gets a call and has to find a hotel room and stay overnight.
Right, you've got to have
spur of the moment. Ramon will also have a change of clothing.
Exactly, like
very good,
proverbial packed suitcase.
Very good, you lunatic. You're a mad person.
That is creativity, man. I didn't even have that one planned.
Why don't you just make it a short sleeve shirt then?
Oh,
it could be.
If it was a summer day,
it
that
could
would be rough.
It could be, but then
Ramon would have short sleeves.
Exactly, it's entirely possible Ramon could take the sleeve off. Too.
Yeah, Steve, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you later, Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon is opening the door for you, so there you go. There he goes. Martini Steve, better known as...
Ramon, you dropped something.
Steve the Bear and all that, and here's a little song about that.